If I was in a bar and loudly proclaimed, "A round for everybody in the bear on me," how did they handle that? It sounds like a PITA for the bartender. Plus, not everyone wants another round or is even drinking. They probably want payment upfront too. Do people get into line? Talk to the bartender first. Oftentimes they have drink chits or something they will hand out. In my barfly days I would do this sporadically, but never as a proclamation to the bar like that. It was normally a quiet conversation with the bartender, and was more of an ask than a tell. I normally treat bars as a dictatorship with the bartender having absolute power. Their word is law, so I try to be respectful. As you said, they are the one that has to do all the work, but they are monitoring the consumption of everyone else. There may be a drunk rowdy group that the bartender doesn't want to encourage with a free round of booze. It may go without saying, but tip generously. Let them know you appreciate them, especially if you're not a regular. Assuming the bear is fully grown, I'd wager that only 2 or 3 people could comfortably fit in it. You'd probably have to open a tab, if you didn't already have one. They'd look inside the stuffed bear to see if anyone is inside it. If there was, you'd be obligated to buy them a drink. If they don't even have a stuffed bear, they probably just cut you off for having had one too many. We have a bell you can ring to do that. Everyone sitting at the bar gets a chip that's good for a call or below. You get charged 8 for every chip we give out. A while back, I saw a bartender on here that said she hated it when people did this. I wonder if you can just ask the bartender to put 300 on your tab, and they treat it as a declining balance as people order drinks until it's used up. Doesn't have the razzle-dazzle of a public offer though. Foreigner bartender. Happened twice. There were fewer than 10 people in the bar at the time both times, and most were friends. 3 or 4 guys got a surprise. NBD. I've done it. Told the bartender and he sent one of whatever they were already drinking and charged it to my card. I've been on the receiving end as well. Same thing, a free drink of what I was already drinking. The only time I've done this was at a small speakeasy. Quiet place with rules. We were full, so the light was on outside indicating to keep moving. They are full. It was a good mix of regulars and a couple new people. I didn't call out next rounds and meet. That wouldn't have been in good taste. I simply told the bartender anyone who is currently here may have their next drink added to my tab. They would need a card open tab before the start pouring. I've done it twice. Lol, felt like a big shot. Some people actually decline the free drink. Some bars will have a bell, usually by the till or the taps, that you can ring to announce buying a general round. Talk to the bartender before you ring it though. They would say a bear s if you have a tab. They'll put it on that. If you don't have a tab, they won't pour anything. If it's a small bar with 15, they'll just hand out beers. Probably whatever the cheapest is, or maybe they ask you how you want to do it. If it's 20 people, they probably will just refuse as it's too many to keep track. Either way, the bartender will hate you and the owner will love you. And everyone else will have mixed feelings because this only happens in movies. I have no idea how it all works, but one time in my 39 years, a fellow patron bought beers for everyone in the bar. It was all the same kind of beer. We certainly didn't put in individual orders. Lol. I imagine that if someone didn't want it, they'd just decline. This happens once every few months where a big winner at the poker table will announce a round for the table. Waitress comes over and takes everyone's order. No big deal. I usually get a Virgin Mary since I don't drink at the table. Once order a round for the bar. Was feeling good. Had won some money gambling earlier, was loved instantly. Then the bill was like $350. Oh, well worth it. Still up big. Then went to taco joint and ordered food for everyone. Ended up being down like 200 because alcohol and generosity don't mix well financially speaking. Elmao. I was on a plane once when someone bought everyone a round. It was the best flight ever, instantly lightened the mood. How many people can fit in a single bear?